Joining me now is celebrity and royal reporter Kinsey Schofield. Kinsey, the Vanity Fair piece on the Sussexes was absolutely brutal. What's the latest on Meghan's alleged post-divorce book?
Absolutely. Well, a Page Six spoke to a source that revealed even if Harry and Meghan wanted to split, they couldn't. The source said they are just two narcissists that are worth more together, that benefit, with the brand that they built. But what's buried and I know you're going to think this is actually really interesting. What's actually buried within this article is this is a publishing contact of Page Six's that reveals that original $20 million Penguin Random House book deal that the Sussexes signed back in 2021 seems to have quietly dissipated. So is this another Spotify where a huge corporation in the States is turning their back on the Sussexes because their work ethic is weak? The return on investment's not there. They are difficult to collaborate with. I think we were all waiting for the Netflix ball to drop, but it looks like the Penguin Random House ball actually might be the next to drop. And that would be another embarrassing situation for the Sussexes.
But Kinsey, where to now, honestly? I mean, we have just watched train wreck after train wreck. They have to do something. They have to earn money. One of the projects has to go from beginning to end. What do they do?
Meghan Markle is praying to God that her Netflix show sees the light of day on May 4th. First of all, actually sees the light of day, but that somebody will be, complimentary about it. You are seeing this role push and pull between Harry and Meghan when it comes to his fight against the media, because Meghan doesn't hate the media. She's desperate for their love and attention and affection, because she knows the only way she will succeed commercially is if she gets those magazine covers and those positive profile pieces.
Yeah, absolutely. And with Trump returning to the White House, questions are being raised again about Harry's admission to illicit drug use. Where's this going?
Yeah, that's right. This is the Heritage Foundation. You and I have discussed this before. Niall Gardner recently telling the Daily Beast that he will personally urge Donald Trump to deport Prince Harry if it's shown that he lied on his immigration application. But the associate editor of the Daily Telegraph, Camilla Tominey, is asking if Prince Harry settled with News Group newspapers because he didn't want to rattle the cage of President Trump. She makes some very clear and very astute arguments that perhaps Prince Harry settled and didn't want to get on a plane to the UK because it's way too easy at this point for Donald Trump to not let him back into the country. And a lot of people reading that article saying, wait, maybe she has a point here, because remember, Prince Harry said he would never settle this case. It was on principle, not on finances.
And the thing we also have to remember is the royal family and the new president do have a very good relationship. So it would be very interesting to see what, if any, influence that has on that other issue going forward. Now, during the inauguration, Kim Kardashian posted a photo of Melania Trump, who on any measure looked absolutely stunning. Apparently, Kim went on to lose 150,000 followers. So many words to describe this, Kinsey, but what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are everyone knows that Kim Kardashian is promiscuous politically. She attended a Hillary Clinton fundraiser in August of 2015, but later was eager to work with President Trump on prison reform. She worked with Kamala in April 2024, but we've seen her out socially with Ivanka Trump. If you are familiar with Kim Kardashian, you know that she's kind of everywhere, and I don't think it was a political statement. I think we'll see her dress as Melania Trump one day in a similar fashion to the way she dressed as Marilyn. So I think it was just, hey, she looks great, and it wasn't a political statement.
No, it might not necessarily be a political statement, but it also says something about her followers, doesn't it?
Yeah, but we've all seen people that are glued to keeping up with the Kardashians. We know.
Now, the singer Jules, she performed for RFK's Make America Healthy Again ball. She has since apologised. How savage was the backlash?
I mean, it was. She apologized because she felt like she caused pain, particularly to her LGBTQIA plus fans, who she described as treasures. But she also stressed that her commitment to addressing the nation's mental health crisis transcends political divides. And this is another moment where you sit back and think, surely we should all rally around whatever administration is in charge, because the success of our country, the success of that president is our success too. I mean, it's the same with Kim Kardashian. Everything has become so polarizing.
Now, speaking of polarising, and Meghan McCain, she's had a fair bit to say about a few things this week, including fueling rumours about a potential Obama divorce. Now, is this just scandalous, and is there anything to this?
Well, I think Meghan McCain probably has better contacts than I do. And she was on her podcast. She said, I have been hearing this rumor that the Obamas are getting a divorce by reputable people, very serious journalists, telling her that they're hearing that the Obama divorce rumors are true. I think that is much more likely than Obama and Jennifer Aniston. But yeah, I mean, I am surprised that this keeps coming up. Could Michelle Obama just be protesting any sort of association with the new administration? Perhaps, but there is talk that there is a divorce on the horizon around the United States.
And look, to be honest, being involved in politics, and particularly at that very senior level, must be absolutely exhausting. And I'm sure out of over such a long period of time, Michelle's probably a little bit over it and would rather be doing other things. Now, one of the big eye-raising moments during the US presidential election campaign was when former Bernie Sanders voter Joe Rogan endorsed Trump. Now, it's taken up many column inches since, but a piece in Newsweek asked whether Rogan is a Republican or a Democrat. What's the answer given, and what do you think?
Yeah, he says, I'm neither. I'm an American. We do know that he was a Democrat. He talks a lot about how he was a Democrat that's kind of evolved. But he says he doesn't really feel strongly towards either of our political systems currently. He just wanted a strong leader in the White House, somebody that, had the courage to go head to head with him, because he invited Kamala on his podcast and he was turned down. So he just says, I support our country. I don't really identify as a member of either party. I just want us to win. And as J.D. Vance and Trump keep telling us, are you tired of winning? They've got plenty more winning to go.
And I'm sure there's quite a few people in and around Hollywood who have similar sentiments. They just haven't come out and said them publicly yet. Now, Blake Lively and the Justin Baldoni saga, that continues. That there has been absolutely extraordinary to watch. But separate allegations this week about a stolen script. What has happened?
Oh my gosh, can you believe this? So Brian Friedman, the man currently representing Justin Baldoni in his legal battle against Blake, filed a lawsuit back in 2021 on behalf of a man named Travis Flores, claiming that Flores wrote a script for a movie called 3 Feet Distance based on his own life. And Baldoni, who was working with Flores, stole this concept and created a very celebrated movie out of it. So basically, Justin Baldoni's current attorney at one point sued him. Justin settled that case, but Justin Baldoni's attorney knew exactly who he was working with when he accepted this case against Justin and Blake. So I think that Justin is a bit more of a fighter than we were aware of.
Well, I guess the saga will continue, and no doubt it will continue to be as eventful as it has been. Thank you so much, Kinsey Schofield.